While in the project stage, typing TX is a short form for text. Once you do that, you can select the text size you want, click on it, and then start typing immediately. So that's what I'm just going to do. Most times when client gives you a brief, they don't normally add all the other ancillary facilities, and that's why brief development and programming is important. So this client gave us a preview of a supermarket and parking on the ground floor, mini lodging on the first floor, personal flat for him, and separate access from the ground floor, and mini lodging continues. So most times what you do with brief development is to add all the ancillary facilities to the brief. So this is what a brief development looks like. It's not easy to type in Revit. I normally don't do this in Revit, but nevertheless, I just wanted to do this in Revit for the sake of anybody that feels like doing this in Revit. Mood boards are pictures that you just use to weigh what your client wants. This will enable you to design quicker. If you have pictures of buildings that resemble what your clients desire, just always fix them there and see whether how your client will react to it. The next sheet here is the site photographs. So when you have a new project, it's always good you visit the site. If, for example, you can't visit the site, well, that is why we have Google Earth. So these are images I just got from Google of the site. You can arrange these images, you can add text to it. Adding some site photographs, you might want to add some sheets about site analysis. Revit can help you do that. Let me show you. So you go back to your site plan. For those of you that didn't watch the video on plotting a site, you can watch it here on supersonic speed. So I'm just going to fast forward. So I finished plotting the site, and I'll just go ahead and delete this. Before then, I'll just use detail lines to represent these routes. So to use detail lines, you go to annotate, click on the tab once, you'll see detail line there. The shortcut is DL. So I'm just going to run the lines sort of like what I have in the survey plan. Select this line, type CS. The line option becomes active. You select this fillet arc, click, make sure this selects fillet arc, click on two lines to fillet. Even after pressing escape, you can right click and say repeat reset commands. You'll see all the reset commands. You can also choose them just like in AutoCAD. I also want to carry out some offsets to establish the buildable area within the site. So under annotate, you click on detail lines again, click on pick. There is the offset tab here. We have an offset requirement of 6 meters from each row. We have offset 6 meters here, and then an offset of 3 meters behind the building. So we've done that, and this is our buildable space. We can actually use a field region to explain this to the client so he knows at least the square foot of what he's going to be building. Click on region here, make sure it's under field region, select it. The sketch tool comes out. You can use pick lines, put your mouse on the line, click on tab, it selects the whole line, click on it. You can go ahead to edit the field region so that you know the particular one you're using. You can also select this and change the lines, whichever kind of line thickness you want. I have some already in the template, so you can pick one of them and select this to maybe diagonal up or down, whichever one. And so this shades this as your buildable area. Then you can also annotate it. Selecting this object and checking here on that area will tell you what the buildable area is. This is 158 meters. So I can come here and type 158.1, I guess, square meters. That's what you can build. So I want to take this worksheet. I come back to my site development plan, double click on it here. Then go back to the site view, click once, then click and drag into this view. Once you do that, the whole view comes with it into the sheet. And so once you can see that some of our items are out of the sheet and the rest, we can first of all scale down and secondly crop. So let's do those two things. So the first one, I'll select this view, I can double click on it to make the view active. Come here and select a custom scale. From what I'm seeing, I guess if I make it 150, it's going to be okay. After that, I would also use my crop button to crop out the extent I don't want to see. So turn on crop by clicking on show crop region to activate it. This box comes out and then you select it and drag to a very considerable distance. The crop crops up the elevation items that might also obstruct your screen. After that, you can also hide crop region, but it wouldn't deactivate the crop region except you click here. Once you are done with this, you can right click anywhere on the sheet and say deactivate view. Select it and drag it to a point where you are comfortable of it being on the site. If you want to also edit the crop view again, you can say show the crop view and then move the tabs to a very better extent. And so this is it. This view title comes whenever you apply a view. You can hide it by selecting this and say no title, since we already have a sheet title here. You can also select this way, right click and say hide in view category to hide any item you don't want to see. I want to make this line sticker, so the easiest way to do it is to override the graphic. There are many ways, but I'll just show you the easiest way. Select that element, right click and say override graphics in view, select by element. It brings out the graphics edit box. On that projection line, that's where I want to work on. I just want to touch the weight of that line to bring it out. This is 8, maybe I can make it 10. Maybe something like this. I can also change the color, let's say to red, make the presentation much more effective. You can do this for basically any element in Revit. This has given us a bit of the site development plan. This is the buildable area and where the proposed building will be sited. And this is setbacks. You can also add dimensions by clicking on measure and then clicking on edge and clicking on edge to get dimensions. You can use this to explain to your client why the setbacks are this way, because these are the regulations that you have to obey while working on your project. This is for the site development plan. You can also add notes here and there for what you intend to do within the site if you have more information. But like I always say, you can easily keep adding pictures to test what your client requires from you. It's very important that in the pre-design stage you get to know exactly or almost exactly what your client will be aiming at. So I'm also going to just add this picture here. Just keep teasing my clients. These pictures are all online, so you can just easily get pictures anywhere online, add it, and keep weighing what your client wants in this pre-design stage. It's very important.